Hi, my name is Brenner, and I'm here to tell you about a very exciting event that I'm going to be participating in as a speaker. The event is Arthur Robinson Jr. presents the world's #1 audio secrets training. This is a tremendous event, the first of its kind. It's going to be on July 14th, 2012 in the Philadelphia area. Now, this is an incredible event for anybody who's a business owner, somebody who's starting a business, looking to start a business, or just trying to figure out what you want to do. You have to come to this event. This event is going to be it's going to have 3 speakers focused on marketing, branding, and licensing. Let me tell you a bit about myself and what I'll be speaking about. I come out of the entertainment business. I worked on some of the largest entertainment properties in the world, Batman and Power Rangers. I put together the licensing deals with all the toys and t-shirts and hats companies, fast food, beverages, working with very large companies, small entrepreneurs, and everything in between. Now my company specializes in consulting and working with businesses and entrepreneurs who are looking to either license out their intellectual property or acquire or buy intellectual property rights. Now, what I teach about is how you can use licensing to make millions. You can make money with your intellectual property. For those of you that may have an intellectual property or just starting an intellectual property or are ready to launch their intellectual property, licensing is the tool that you can use to make money. Now, what we're going to cover at this event are the tips, tools, and strategies that I have used throughout the years in putting together a lot of these large deals. This is going to be a real hands-on, inside secrets, inside strategies type of event. Now, Arthur Robinson is a gentleman who I've known for years. He's interviewed some of the most powerful and influential people from around the world, and I can tell you that this event is going to be one of a kind. There's no reason why you shouldn't be at this event. Let me share with you just a bit about what I'm going to be talking about. You know, many of you that may have an intellectual property, you're trying to think, how can I get this intellectual property, get it to market? How can I make money with it? Well, a couple of things I'm going to be sharing with you are, 1, the 5 most important things that you should be doing right now to create value around your intellectual property. I'm going to be talking about how you can take intellectual property and get paid for signing an agreement. I'm going to show you 3 tips for ways of finding licensees and being able to sit down and negotiate a deal that puts money in your pocket. These are just some of the things that we're going to be talking about. You know, as you look around, many of you may be wondering, well, is this event for me? Well, I can tell you that you're not going to want to miss Arthur Robinson's event. This is a one-of-a-kind event. And the reason you're not going to want to miss it is because there is so much opportunity out there. And today it's all about how do you find opportunity. It's not limited to your backyard. I don't care if you have no business or just starting a business, if you know something about business or nothing about business. If you come to this event, you will learn some inside information, tips, strategies, tools, marketing, branding, and licensing that will take you to the next level. You know, for those of you that may not be familiar with the licensing process, it's really a tool that's used to make money with intellectual property. And one of the most amazing things about intellectual property and licensing is you don't even have to own intellectual property. It's all about controlling the cash flow rights. And that's what I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to be teaching you the secrets to controlling the cash flow of intellectual property. I'm going to teach you a mindset, how you can get in the mindset, how you can learn to think in a licensing mindset, because that's really all it's about. It's about seeing value where others don't. You know, there are many millions of intellectual properties out there, and you can look around and you've seen many that have gone from 0 to an overnight success. Well, what has created this? Why did these go to an overnight success? I can tell you it's because of the way people approach it, the people who have the licensing mindset to see the value. A licensing mindset is something that will also give you an inside way of acquiring intellectual property and creating something with it, creating money with it that no one else can do. It's a different way of looking at intellectual property. It's seeing value that others don't see. That's one of the keys that I'm going to be teaching you is how you can see value that others can't see. You know, when I licensed the studios, I can tell you that many of the companies that came in early on licensing the Batman and Power Rangers were small companies. Many of them were probably just like you, working out of their garage. But the one thing they did understand is licensing and how to use licensing, what it is. In this case, they understood the application of licensing and how to acquire rights to entertainment property. They got in early. Many of them got into these big licenses for little money down, no money down, 5, 6%. And literally overnight, these things took off and transformed them from a solopreneur into a multi-million-dollar company. And the same thing can happen to you. That's the power of licensing. And a big part of licensing is just understanding what the process is and how it works, having that licensing mindset that I told you about. Another aspect of licensing I'm going to share with you is where you find intellectual property. You know, it's all around you every day. Everything you wear, everything that you touch, everything that you drive in, listen to, work in, it's all bundles of intellectual property. And there's opportunities that are all around you every day. In fact, as you work, as you go out, as you look around, you should be looking with an intellectual property mindset, a licensing mindset. As you do that, you'll discover opportunities. I'm sure there's some of you out there that maybe have had these great ideas. You're great inventors. Perhaps you've seen things out there, and then one day you turn on the television, a direct response commercial comes on, and suddenly you go, I thought about that 2 years ago. Well, what did you do about it? Well, if the answer is you did nothing, then you need to be at Arthur Robinson Jr.'s event on July 14th, because I'm going to teach you, along with some other very powerful and influential speakers, how you can take advantage of it. You know, at this event, you're not going to only be able to hear me speak about licensing, but you're going to meet with several people who are very prominent in their fields in marketing, and how you can take a product from zero to millions of dollars, how you can uncover your hidden business assets and how you can leverage those. You're going to hear about how you can get free publicity. You're going to learn the tools that you need to go out and make money in this market. You know, it is a bit of a challenging market out there, but I'm here to tell you that there is unlimited opportunity. In fact, the last great economic challenge that we had, the Great Depression in the 1930s, some of the largest and most well-known corporations today were all started during the Great Depression. Hewlett-Packard, Disney. These are just a couple, to name a few, that all started. What did they have in common? They all had intellectual property, and they all got into business in a challenging time, but they continued to move forward using their intellectual property, leveraging their intellectual property to make money. And you know, it's a dynamic market, and one of the things you have to understand is it's always changing. So for those of you that maybe have had a start and a stop and you've been a little frustrated, or perhaps you've never known what steps to take, this is the event to come to. At Arthur Robinson's event, we're going to be teaching you, okay, how do you take the next step? How do you go from A to B to C? And by the way, it's not always a linear process. It's a dynamic market. There's many strategies and shortcuts you can use. How do you build a team? One of the things that I teach you about is how you build a licensing team. You know, you don't have to do it all alone. The trick to it is not only leveraging your intellectual property, but it's leveraging a team made up of legal, of branding, of finance, of licensing, such as myself. I'm going to teach you how you do that. So this is just a glimpse of what you're going to be learning at this event. So I encourage you, all of you, if you're thinking about it, take a look at what's on your screen. Go to that website. Register for this event. I can guarantee you it will be one of the best things you do in 2012 and beyond. My name is Brenner, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of you on July 14th at Arthur Robinson's event. Thank you very much.